Welcome back. As Missourians work to steer clear of the coronavirus, state officials are warning citizens about the potential for scams. Certain people might prey on those who are vulnerable. It's why the state attorney general, DHSS, and the lieutenant governor's office are making resources available to make sure you are not a victim. Joining us live on the phone is from the state capitol this morning, Lieutenant Governor of Missouri, Mike Kehoe. Lieutenant Governor, thanks for joining us. Can you hear me okay?
Good morning. I can hear you great. Thank you for having me on.
Well, let's get right into it. I want to ask about the complaints you and the Attorney General's office may have received so far. The coronavirus, of course, presents a danger, particularly to the elderly. What complaints have you heard from people who may be victims of scams during this crisis?
Well, sure. You've seen some, probably people have seen some releases from Attorney General Eric Schmidt about people calling into the hotline with concerns of folks literally trying to prey on some of our seniors and veterans with, some sort of magic cure or elixir from the old days that would maybe be something that could help cure the coronavirus. It certainly was not something that was legitimate. Attorney General has already tracked down one source. And there's been other kind of complaints in general from us from the senior citizen area agencies, as well as some of our veterans groups, about everything from, folks misrepresenting potential charities to somebody who says they have some sort of cure for the virus. And we just want people to understand that there is remedies that they can double check those things on and make sure that they make sure they're legit before they actually take action.
And Lieutenant Governor, we've had on our screen some of the contact information for your office, for the Attorney General's office, for DHSS. What should people do if they need help, if they believe they're the victim or the potential victim of one of these types of scams?
Sure. Well, they're welcome to contact our office through our website or by phone, or to contact the hotline the Attorney General has set up, which is 1-800-392-8222. That's 800-392-8222. And Attorney General Schmidt's doing a great job with his staff of trying to help people, and we will be getting that message out as well.
Lieutenant Governor, yesterday Missouri saw its first death related to COVID-19, related to the outbreak. What should Missourians what do Missourians need to know who may be feeling scared or concerned?
Well, yeah, this is an interesting time for our nation and for our state, and certainly folks need to continue to work on the basics. We're trying to make sure everybody understands that be prepared, not panic, is what you want to do. The CDC website, as well as all kinds of resources through the state of Missouri, are asking people to practice the most basic of basic things. Avoid large gatherings, cover your mouth when you cough, keep your hands sanitized. Do the things that are common sense approaches to not helping spread this particular virus. And I would add also, Joe, is that, there's a lot of people, because of, maybe self-quarantining or not being afraid to go out, especially the seniors. If you could contact those people and check on them, make sure your neighbors, make sure your family members are okay. Give them somebody just to talk to every day and reassure them things are going to be all right. I think the mental health is just as important as our physical health in these times.
Good advice there, Lieutenant Governor. One more question. We're almost out of time. I want to ask about the Senate action. The House has passed that supplemental budget. They're going to be finishing that up today. What's the next move for the Senate?
The Senate will be coming back in when they think it's, safe for both the Senate members as well as the staff. We won't want to put the staff at the Capitol in jeopardy. You heard the governor say, though, last night in his press conference, and I've talked to him about this, is that we want that bill eventually to give us a proper appropriation authority, but the governor, obviously, in times like this, through his emergency declaration, also will have resources to cash and monies to make sure we don't delay our response because an unfortunate health issue may be holding the Senate from reconvening. We're going to move forward and do what's best for Missourians, as certainly with the full advice and consent of the House and Senate, but the Senate will come back in to technically go through and approve that bill. We hope approve that bill as soon as the health conditions warrant for both them and our staff.
All right, Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe there. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor.